I've been waiting to do this bit for ages.
But still no sign of the coin.
Whoa!
They've killed it.
How have I got that so wrong?
Up to the paint shed, where work begins in earnest.
I'm Jo and he's Vic. Together we've been navigating the English canals with our trusty canoe and 2 narrowboats. One of them is our home, and the other we're turning into a travelling coffee shop on the water. Subscribe and come along for the ride.
Well, we're in for another rainy day on Holly. Pretty productive morning so far. Not really boat renovation wise, but went for a run. Jo made some bread. Went into town and got some fish. Quick stop to rescue a bee.
I thought Vic was being really quiet, and then I've come out to see what he's doing, and he's been saving a little bee. But look at the little house he's made. That flickering you can see is a little tea light candle that he's put in there to warm it up, because I think the bee looked cold. It's good. Let's just hope this doesn't mean we'll be up at 4:30 checking on the bee.
Plumbing, that's the order of my day today. Been at it a little bit already. I'm showing you this corner because it's probably the one that I'm proudest of, just in terms of how finished it looks. Because getting stuff finished on the boat is the hardest bit.
Hola.
How was it?
Great. It's inspiring in that they've painted that themselves, and it looks really good. Have you said that we're going to be painting it soon?
No.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Well, basically we've been waiting for this wet dock to be available.
Yeah.
And someone's just told us today that it's going to be available from next Wednesday, so that's a week away.
Yeah.
And I think we both thought a bit that painting the outside would be one of like the last jobs, like the cherry on the cake.
Yeah.
The icing on the cake, the cherry on top.
Yeah.
But because it's coming sooner, it almost feels like we need to like do a big little hurry along. Overwhelm. Well, I need to do another layer of paint.
Okay.
But first, can we look at the sink and the tap?
Yeah, alright, yeah. Hey.
It was quite a mission to find this tap. We wanted one with the squirty head, but also it can't be too high because it's got to go up here, so it can't be like too high. We wanted a hot and a cold, not just a one lever thing, and it needed to be stainless steel. I think that's really nice. Do you?
Yeah, that's really good.
I love that. That's another font could possibly use.
We look like we're sponsored by.
Oh.
It's quite nice working in here when it's raining, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like I've really looked out having all this painting to do, because like whenever I come here I know what I'm doing. I know it's just like same old. Get the roller out, do some stuff with that. But this is the last bit of that now.
Yeah.
So I'm just slowly thinking of how can I slope off and leave the rest of this to it. But that's the thing, it gets scary, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But we will do it.
Oh lordy. Ah. Come on.
What are you up to there?
I'm trying to put the cover back on. The other side of this is where the 240 volt input and output is. It's quite fiddly to get in. But I've got to build a little housing for these pipes. I've got to run another couple of cables to these fridges. I'm going to build something else that is going to kind of look like that. The starter battery. So that's going to be drawing from the battery. That'll be our shoreline, and also I might attach onto that bilge pumps. Is that boring?
Sorry guys, that got really intense. I won't take you in there again. Awful place.
Ah, it's quite nice emerging from the gloom in there to realise that it's still day, light. Although it's a nice day to stay in today.
Yeah.
Look at that.
A misty. It's not even mist, it's just like a fog of light rain.
Yeah, my favourite. Do you think we do too much looking out the window at rain?
Don't know if I do. It's so windy today.
Yeah, we could show you our hanging plants now. They'll be betraying the sway of the boat. I mean, it's hardly sort of seismic proportions, but, well, I don't know, maybe it's a 0.3 on the old Richter scale. I might take advantage of this and do a bit of editing today, actually.
Yeah, that's what these days are for.
Yeah. The computer that we edit on is Joe's old computer.
It's had its dramas.
Yeah, big time.
Just like a few months ago, it completely crashed and wouldn't wake up, would it?
Yeah, no. It's not a massive fan of the edit.
It's good though, it's seen us through this far. But if for some reason we stop posting,
Yeah,
that's probably the reason why.
yeah. Yeah, if we go off the radar, it's the Russians. Well, it's still a pretty gloomy evening.
So gloomy.
I might go and do some editing.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Are you gonna go get comfy? Change into your editing robe?
Yeah. We're off on an excursion for the weekend. We're going to take the train down to go and see my mum. Do a little bit of chilling out, which would be nice. Joe's in ninja mode at the moment.
Didn't have a face covering, so I've used this. Whoops. T-shirt top. It'll have to do, you know.
What are you looking forward to most for this weekend?
Seeing your mum, seeing another person that we know, and having a laugh, and having a bath. Just having a bath. I'm so excited to do that. And Vic's mum's just got a hive of bees that she's keeping in her back garden. So she's got us bee suits. So we're gonna go play over the bees. See you then. I think I would just wear this anyway. Probably without this.
Ooh. This is like the space cadet thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
it look good?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Get hair out my face with this on. So mama.
So I think we'll have a look through and see if we can see the queen. For this frame, these two end frames, they're all honey.
Wow, they are busy.
It's very impressive that you can do this, man.
Yeah. Do you want to get the next one out of it?
Nah.
Do you not want to get one out? Still haven't seen the queen. That's all propolis there that they get out of buds of trees, and it's like glue, and they stick everything together with it. But still no sign of the queen. Any sign of the queen on there? I can't see it. Yeah, I'd like to have seen the queen.
Whoa.
Did you just look under there by chance?
I just started sort of looking around there because I thought, well, she can't, if she has flown out, she won't have gone far. Well, that answers that question then, doesn't it?
Yeah. The queen is dead.
Yeah, but I reckon they've killed her, haven't they?
Do you think?
Well, I don't know.
Little fatty catty.
I wouldn't mind a little coffee. Let's just see how the engine starts. Now I've connected up the glow plugs. I'm pretty pleased that the engine's up and running like that. I'm a little bit still concerned about that charge light staying on, which means maybe that I'm not sure the alternator's doing its job, charging up the starter battery. But other than that, engine still sounds pretty good, doesn't it? It's a trooper, that engine. So that reading of 12.6 suggests to me that yeah, the engine's, well, the alternator's not charging the starter battery, which could be any number of reasons really why that could be. So yeah, overall we're winning, but certainly a few little problems to sort out and keep myself entertained. It's a challenge in itself, just being able to see what hasn't been done yet and what needs to be done because of there just being stuff everywhere. So it'd be good to get a bit of organisation on the go. I think maybe that's what Joanna's been sort of saying for quite a while now. And I think that maybe she's right. Because look at the state of the boat. I wondered if talk of tidying the boat up would tempt you over.
Yeah. The thing I've been waiting for all this time. And you were going to do it without me. I've been waiting to do this bit for ages because it's just like such a collection of either, I don't know if it's junk or if it's stuff that we need to wire stuff up, but to me it's just a load of tools and things. So I'm just excited to get it all out of the way, get everything cleaned down and ready for painting. Yeah, so when Vic said he was organising, I hopped it over here. But I see clouds looming. I've got a feeling we're going to have to chuck all this stuff back in again.
I left the straight edge inside, so I was using this bit of wood as a straight edge. I was like measuring stuff out, and then I looked at it, I was like, how have I got that so wrong? And then realised that this bit of wood is not straight. So basically pointless, but I don't cut straight anyway, so Maybe it'll even itself out.
Can you feel that?
Yeah, hopefully that's it. It's not looking like it's going to be it, is it?
Right, I'm calling it. Everything's pretty much in, back to square one. Good.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do when you're trying to tidy the boat. Get everything out and then shove everything back in again in a rush. This time wet.
Yeah. Summertime. Come on.
I found a screwdriver and then I lost it again. And heaven knows I'm miserable now.
The worst bit now about this is that the canoe will be getting all wet, which means we're canoeing back with wet bums. There's no two ways about it.
It's it, it's here, it's D-Day. It's paint shed day.
P-Day.
P-Day sounds different.
Not interested. They're like, get a move on, it's P-Day.
It's going to be perilous. We're going to fire up the engine, reverse all the way down, turn in under the bridge and reverse all the way into the bottom of the boatyard and into the paint shed.
The paint shed. A 10-foot wide and 60-odd foot long shack with wet in the middle. Made probably of metal and some kind of corrugated plastic, it shields any resident vessel from even the harshest elements. Nestled in the depths of a working boatyard and trussed up with enough warning signs to make Ross Kemp think twice, it'll be base camp for Team Holly for the next 3 weeks.
Off to the paint shed, where work begins in earnest. So from here on out, no more sort of lazy mornings, no more 11 AM starts.
No more looking at rain.
Guilty. From now on, with different people from the ones that you've met. We're going to be hard at it, disciplined.
Hold us to that. And so if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now if you want to see 2 people. Well, if you want to see a massive change to the boat and 2 people really stressing out, but getting down to some serious work. This entrance here is where we need to go. How are you going to do it?
I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it yet.
Now, this is where we have to get through.
Close and tight.
So that's it now. Holly's in there, safe and sound in the paint shed, and we aren't too far up here. So our morning commute's been cut down to about 30 seconds, even less excuses for us to not do work.